How about you? If you're here for the first time, hit the notification bell and subscribe. You always know when I go live, and come walk with me wherever you're on the world, and let's work on our wellness quest together. So, day after my birthday, my intentions are that I am working on my wellness and trying to keep keto and paleo. I definitely cheated, had cake, all the 9 yards. I did have fish last night. A friend took me out, and I did have rice, which is low glycemic, but hey, it's my birthday. It was my birthday, although I had more today. And it's kind of tradition. I was talking about that last night. My family always got same cakes at the same bakery in town. Mom, dad, myself, they've all passed. So in a way, it's like having them with me. I don't want to say it's comfort food, but comfort in a different way, I guess. And it's all good. But, I noticed that when I get off of keto and paleo, sugar makes me go to the bathroom a lot more, right? So I'm going to the bathroom for sure. And with the difference of, no sugar, no carbs, to sugar, so it's a shock to your system, and it is what it is. But I also noticed I always brush and floss my teeth really well, and I've been using those extra flosses, those plastic ones, I think in between. But I also had bought kind of like a dentist, those metal things that scrapes off the plaque. I noticed I had some plaque in my lower teeth, maybe from the sugar, maybe from nuts, I don't know. I was scraping, I was like, wow, how did that happen? So I did my procedure today, and I didn't have any bleeding gums, but I always use my silver gel, which gets rid of any kind of infection in my mouth. So I kind of brush my teeth with a natural toothpaste, and then I swish my mouth out with the silver and the silver gel. If I do bleed ever, this has happened in the past, it knocks that out, but I've not done that in a long time, which is great. So all different parts of, noticing the day after your birthday, if you can relate to that, and cheating, if you're watching your diet and watching your health, right? If you can relate to that, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. So just little serendipities. Now, I did have more cake today. Like I said, I won't lie, because I got to finish it. And I am going out with a friend tonight. I think I'm going to hit the casino. Although I was in Vegas last week, here I go to another casino here. I'm back in Boston. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go to yet. The one in Boston or Rhode Island. Haven't decided. But wanted to get my walk in earlier today, 4:45 on Friday. It's definitely humid out here today. It was hot. And I try to come either early in the morning or later at night when the humidity is down a little bit. But it's on my schedule. Fridays are always busy. And if I end up going to one of these casinos, I don't want to hit traffic, Friday traffic. So I still may hit the traffic, trying to get on it as I can. And it is what it is. So even though it's the day after my birthday, I'm still celebrating. And yeah, if you believe in astrology, I'm a Leo, and we say it's Leo season, and I love my sign, it's fun, but it's okay to live your life, when you're watching your health. And for folks that are on part of the wellness quest, right? And by the way, we just finished one. There'll be an awards for that. It's like a 9-week challenge. We'll have another one in the fall. It's totally complimentary, so feel free to message me. I'd love you to join whatever you're working on. Your, physical health, workouts, dieting, recipes. We have a whole community on Facebook. We just share, and it's really an accountability group, no cost. It's just that we need each other, and it always makes life easier. And that's what I love about YouTube. I can come on here every day and have an audience, right? And what was that? Moody. That's funny. So, no, I'm going to go to the casino. But thank you. That's good. I believe in God. I'm spiritual, not too religious, but everything's cool. But with that said, it's nice out here. It's nice. Now there's a little bit of a breeze. There's some people out here. This track's pretty usually busy. There's some kids playing tennis and stuff. But I think earlier it was really, really, really humid. And I've been out here when it's beaming. As a matter of fact, in the back of my neck from the sun, I have like an indentation. I'm gonna watch that and making sure that I don't get any sun damage, right, if you will. So gotta make sure that we're keeping track of all our wetnals, right, all the way around. Hello there, Autumn. Welcome. So, unfortunately, if you're new here, I did almost die taking Advil. I am a balloon artist, believe it or not, magician, and I was mouth-inflating balloons, the ones that you twist to make animals with, and the pressure of it created a hiatal hernia. I kept taking Advil, and I vomited blood. It went through me in 2 different ways. It was the most scariest thing I've ever went through in my life. Almost died. And they didn't know. They said, I went to the doctor. He's like, how'd you drive here? You have to get admitted right this second. And they didn't know if I had cancer or an ulcer. And they sedated me and checked it all out. Thank God I didn't have any of it, but they found out I had a hiatal hernia with a ring. They wanted to get a sample of it. And they said, you better get on Nexium so you don't get this. I listened to them 10 years later, and 10 years on Nexium, which is lots of side effects. And bone loss is one of them. Went to the dentist, found that out, got scared, said, what am I gonna do? What can I do naturally? Ginger and turmeric popped up. I went to Whole Foods, it was getting sunny, and started getting on that. Then found some naturopathic doctors blogging about this high-impact ginger, turmeric, and muscadine I take, and totally changed my life. I, from the bad, foods that we have, the GMOs and the eating the non-grass-fed, beef, we all have issues. So that's really helped me. So I've been on this wellness quest since then, talking about all different things, from physical, mental, to everything. Okay, what's going on there? The real, I know what you said, but doing good. I've walked for years, but I started walking live on YouTube this spring. But last fall, there was a challenge with the Step Up app, and a bunch of us downloaded it. And my goal was to do 10,000 steps, because I kept researching what the benefits were to that. And I saw people doing 10 miles, and I was like, wow, can I do 10 miles? And I started doing it. I was blown away. The winter hit in Boston, and my intention was to keep walking, but I really couldn't for 3 months. So I was like, man. And I just had to go live on YouTube because I had this station to my wellness. And I said, my schedule's always different being self-employed, and I don't know when I can go walking, day, night, whatever. So I find that I like to walk alone. It enables me to do that. So now I'm meeting cool people like you, right? And we can have a conversation and walk and talk. I'm trying to get your name. Hold on a second. The real, the real Rog Nation. Got it. Okay, sorry. I can't see. So anyway, so nice to meet you. Nice to meet everybody on here. So my goal is to be accountable to people that are on my wellness quest, that watch this, they watch the replays. There's many people around the world that are on it. You can see some of my replays from the past ones. And like I said, I have a new one in the fall. Anybody here can join. It's totally complimentary. We just want the more the merrier. It's great. We all really encourage each other. There's actually prizes too, which is cool. And you might get encouraged to start walking too and start your YouTube station. So yeah, I'm an entertainer too, right? And I have other stations, Mr. Balloon Wizard and the Bling Bling Jam, which is my balloon convention I run that's in Vegas. I live in Boston, and I add to those. But your wellness is the most important thing. Without your health, you have no life, right? Your health is your wealth. Money comes, money goes. And every day's a struggle. We all like to eat. We're all living our life. Nothing's perfect. We're all around people that, could have the flu, this, that, whatever. What are you going to do, right? We all are struggling. And each day is a special moment. And like yesterday, I was speaking about, there was 2 gals at the bar at Legal Seafood, and their dad's in hospice. We were chatting about that, and I lost my parents. So I told them some things about me and told them how I'm dealing with that and how it doesn't go away. They were, one of them was crying on and off, but really in a good place. And she lived in Colorado. She's from here originally, and she was with her half-sister. And, they hugged me and stuff, and I don't know, just so many things in common, like you're not ready for. But like I said, yesterday was a great birthday. It was a very positive birthday, even though I cheated on the sugar, right? But I had to do something that was comforting in terms of my parents, because it was such a big symbol about birthdays, right? So I just wanted to talk today about that, but it's all good. And we all have different things. And, it's funny because we were talking about when her dad passes, it's really about a celebration. And I was sharing some very personal things with when my mom passed, what I did and how I celebrated it. And my dad, even though it was hard and I still have my moments, but who isn't? It doesn't go away. All part of your health and how you think and how you deal with things, right? So we all have life and we all have to be real, right? And I find that walking and talking about it is so good for me, but I also hope it's good for you to hear it. Like, if you're going through this, you're not alone, and you're real too. And this is not AI or scripted on YouTube. This is real in real time. And if you listen to this later on, obviously, I may lie, but hit the subscribe and all that so you can, or put a comment. It helps me, but I also like to help you, where if you can relate, I'd love to hear about it. Or you have a different kind of situation that's similar, I'd love to hear about it, because we all need each other. It's funny, I was chatting with some other friends about other friends who, I make an effort, because I'm in business too, I make an effort to wish everybody happy birthday on Facebook every day. I send them a personal message, I post. I'm always promoting something like my event or whatever, but a lot of people on there that friend request me are really not friends. I don't even know them. So I ask them, how do I know you? If they don't answer, I don't accept their friendship. I did before. I was at 5,000 friends. Now, if they don't after a couple years, I delete them, because I don't want people that are not communicating with me, because I want to add value to them, but I really want to get to know them and spend my time and watch my time. Or, as they say, energy vampires too, or whatever it might be. And I'm nice to everybody, as I think that's the way we should be. It's good karma, right? But I'm also real about it. So, in social media, it takes a lot of effort if you do it right. Facebook takes a lot of effort, okay? So, I just don't want the wrong people in my space, right? Because that affects your wellness too. That affects you celebrating too. Now, no one owes me anything if they didn't wish me happy birthday, right? Maybe they weren't on Facebook, or maybe they're not on Facebook or whatever. I totally get that. But when I make an effort and other people don't, it makes you think, right? Or a lot of people have left Facebook as well. They're not on there anymore after COVID. I get that too. People kind of moved on. So, but, I do that every day, and that takes time to do that. So I always want to be in touch with people. I'm a conversational type person, right? And we live in a world, especially after COVID, people don't want to have a conversation, right? So that's all important to me. I was chatting with another friend today about the birthday yesterday, about the symbolism of the cake and feeling like it's mom and dad, because mom made such an effort, right? So, and mom passed away on September 17th. Her birthday is October 8th. Dad passed away February 4th, and his birthday is February 22nd, a few weeks before their birthdays. I actually played those lottery numbers. I did that last night too. All those lottery numbers. I've been lucky with it because they're with me. So when I saw those two sisters talking, and they were emotional, talking about the life celebration stuff, and of course my other friend, they were like, they gave me a birthday dessert at the restaurant. So I was like, oh, but anyway, they wished me happy birthday. We chatted. I told them about how I honor my parents because of that really cool bakery here in town called the Royal Pastry Shop since I was a kid. Usually it's rum cake with tradition. They were sold out yesterday, so I had to get a regular cake. But it looks like it. It just didn't taste like it exactly. That's okay. Got it. And it is what it is. And I said, well, it's not about with keto and paleo. I'm going to cheat because I got to have it because it's the point of my celebration. And here's the day after, right? So I'm still celebrating my family, my parents, right? And how birthdays were a big deal. So we all deal with things in different ways, is all I'm saying. Now on the wellness spot, meaning not the mental and the dealing with grief and all that kind of thing, but the physical of the sugar, yeah, that hit me. Like I said, went to the bathroom a lot, and I was stricter on my keto for a while before COVID, for sure. But life's not perfect as long as you pivot and do things. And again, I'm going to finish the cake, or I'm going to freeze the rest of it. I don't know. I'm going out tonight with a friend to continue celebrating, okay? It's still my birthday weekend, if you will. And that's healthy, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But then I'm going to hit it hard because I am the producer of a convention called the Bling Bling Jam for balloons in November. Good friend Cecilia we're going to have a wedding theme where she's going to remarry her husband, okay, after 20 years. And I say I make balloon animals. I don't want to look like a balloon animal because the weight adds on, right? I want to look good and feel good. And I'll be doing that. So, and we'll celebrate then too. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all fun. And I think that it's a healthy way of looking at things. I really do. I have another friend who lost his mom, and he doesn't handle it too well and compares himself to me all the time, saying, I don't know what he's going through, which I do know what he's going through. We all react differently. And he's like, well, you have a lot of friends. I do in a way. I have a lot of acquaintances, right? I'm reaching out to more people by doing this, which is something I never thought I would do. It's just therapeutic. And, he has a lot of relatives around. I don't have any. So I'm like, you can't compare myself to you. We all do things differently, but I'm also a positive person. And I think that goes a long way. And I encourage you to be as well. And if you are going through something like that, get the right help, talk to somebody professional. Like I told him, you need to talk to somebody professional. I can't help you. He goes, oh, no. I want to be there as a friend, and I am. There's only so much you can do. That's what I'm talking about thinking things in a positive way and, celebrating the things you can celebrate. I also spoke about the Ronald McDonald House I visited last week in Vegas again, and hearing the kids' stories. And like they say, if you're going through something like grief, or you just had a celebration of your birthday, and it's the day after, and you screwed up your diet or whatever, whatever it might be, right? So what? And there's bigger things going on with other people. I'm not saying losing my mom wasn't a big thing. It was a really big thing to me. I was in a bad place. But when I heard about kids dying and stuff, and I, as a balloon artist, can put a smile on someone's face by making some balloons. I made Ronald McDonald when I was there. It was really cute. I did some things. It made me feel better. And I also know that that's part of my celebration. I'm here, still able to do that. And my mom and my dad would want me to do that. They love what I did. They were great. So that's the day after my birthday. And it's definitely some sweetness. And how about you? I'd love to hear about the day after your birthday or what you're going through with your wellness quest. And again, hit subscribe, notification bell. I go live every day. I fit it in somehow. And it's hot out here in Boston. So I got to go home. I got to fill my tank up and take a shower and get ready for tonight, which would be great. And if you'd like to do a health evaluation, it's a survey. I'm not a doctor. I'm making claims made by natural paths. Goes through hard tissue, soft tissue, sugar, and digestion. Gets to the root cause of what's happening with you. And it helps aid your inflammation, your digestion, your absorption, your blood flow, amazingly so. If you give the body the right nutrition, it'll heal itself. It does take a little bit of work, but it's all good. And also, if you want to join the next wellness quest, send me an email, I'll put it in the description. And I'd love you to join. It's totally complimentary. And let's be friends and subscribe. You guys have a good one. That's the day after my birthday. Over and out. And we'll talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.